There are two types of pain you will go through in life: the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. Discipline weighs ounces, while regret weighs tons. The coward dies 1,000 deaths, the brave but one. Today's pain is tomorrow's power. The more you suffer today, the stronger you are tomorrow. Resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other guy to die. You grow up the day you have your first real laugh at yourself. Our entire life consists ultimately in accepting ourselves as we are. No man is a failure who is enjoying life. I have to trust what I do and then do it. Don't look any further than your own reflection for a hero. The good life begins when you stop wanting a better one. I am not in this world to live up to other people's expectations, nor do I feel that the world must live up to mine. There are plenty of difficult obstacles in your path. Don't allow yourself to become one of them. That lesson will repeat itself until you learn it. Stop telling yourself that you're not qualified, good enough, or worthy. Growth happens when you start doing the things that you're not qualified to do. Embarrassment is the cost of entry. If you aren't willing to look like a foolish beginner, you'll never become a graceful master. Speak positive words into your life every single morning. Think big, think healing, think success, think peace, think happiness, think growth mindset. Always start the day with positive energy. You deserve it. No one knows what they're doing, nobody. Not even the ones with degrees and big job titles and more things than you. Not even the people on your vision board. Everyone is just trying loudly, failing loudly, and trying again. And so should you. Don't let "this is the best I've ever had" keep you in a place, a job, or a relationship that is no longer for you. It may be the best you've ever had, but that does not mean it's as good as it gets. There is more. Believe in more. Challenges are gifts that force us to search for a new center of gravity. Don't fight them. Just find a new way to stand. There are two circumstances that lead to arrogance. One is when you're wrong and you can't face it. The other is when you're right and nobody else can face it. There are moments when one has to choose between living one's own life, fully, entirely, completely, or dragging out some false, shallow, degrading existence that the world in its hypocrisy demands. You have that moment now. Choose. Experience is not what happens to a man. It is what a man does with what happens to him. It is a gift for dealing with the accidents of existence, not the accidents themselves. The greatest fear in the world is of the opinions of others. And the moment you are unafraid of the crowd, you are no longer a sheep. You become a lion. A great roar arises in your heart. The roar of freedom. 2% of the people think. 3% of the people think they think. And 95% of the people would rather die than think. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. Every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once he grows up. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Wishing is not enough. We must do. Security is mostly a superstition. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing. Too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. Take up one idea. Make that one idea your life. Think of it, dream of it, live on that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea, and just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success. Silence is the best answer for all questions. Smiling is the best reaction to all situations. There's a time to speak and a time to keep silent. Keep silence for the most part, and speak only when you must, and then briefly. He who does not understand your silence will probably not understand your words. Silence is pure. Silence is holy. It draws people together because only those who are comfortable with each other can sit without speaking. This is the great paradox. Silence is essential. We need silence just as much as we need air, just as much as plants need light. If our minds are crowded with words and thoughts, there is no space for us. Stay away from those people who try to disparage your ambitions. Small minds will always do that, but great minds will give you a feeling that you can become great too. It is only when we take chances that our lives improve. The initial and the most difficult risk we need to take is to become honest. Nature has given us all the pieces required to achieve exceptional wellness and health, but has left it to us to put these pieces together. The pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. If you are working on something that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. Insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. You should examine yourself daily. If you find faults, you should correct them. When you find none, you should try even harder. If you tell a big enough lie and tell it frequently enough, it will be believed. Don't bother people for help without first trying to solve the problem yourself. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Believe in yourself. Have faith in your abilities. Without a humble but reasonable confidence in your own powers, you cannot be successful or happy. Never trust anyone completely but God. Love people, but put your full trust only in God. We're born alone, we live alone, we die alone. Only through our love and friendship can we create the illusion for the moment that we're not alone.